my name's Amanda Clark, and I'm going to be talking to you about The Smallest Loser. Looks don't matter, right? Wrong. When I was a young girl, I was told on countless occasions that I should be a model because I'm tall and I'm thin. And it is because of this that only 2% of women think that they are beautiful. And nearly 30% are more afraid of being fat than they are of war. By discussing the new trend of skinny shaming, talking about realistic model weights and sizes, and lastly, talking about how different models have a different effect, you'll begin to see that we should not only be using thin models, but we should actually be embracing them. Before we get too far into the arguments, I want to do a brief overview of a survey that I conducted because I found some interesting facts. So before starting, I had two hypotheses. The first one being that people don't think that they are being rude or shaming a certain body type. And the second being that body shaming only occurs to people who are fuller figured. I first started by asking the consumer to describe their body. I had many results, but the two ones that were most the consumers to look at these two models, and normal, a standard model and a plus size model. And I asked them to point out what they see first. Overwhelmingly, they saw their body. The spot that got the most attention was the stomach. Next, I asked how they feel about a model's weight. A lot of people said, I don't care, even with it in the news. Yet they contradicted that when they described the models. And it's because of this that I can prove that my first hypothesis is correct, because a lot of people claim that they don't body shame when they do. Now, by saying that we should be banning thin models, it has placed a stigmatism on women who are thin and don't have any aspirations to be a model. In 2006, leading ladies lost weight like it was a trend. There were headlines everywhere, and it's because of that that people are told on a regular basis to eat a cheeseburger. To counteract these movements, Dove released ads that promote a healthy lifestyle and loving your body. And people around the world began taking this real beauty tagline and turning it into Real Women. Real Women was used to encourage curvy women to embrace their size and be proud of it. But the problem came when they started degrading thin women, and it became the cool thing to post images such as this one, because nobody likes to snuggle a stick. The phrase real women have curves also has other repercussions. One being that you're told that you're not a real woman and you don't have a realistic body. In the United States, although only 2% of the population is classified as underweight, this does not mean that their body is unrealistic. What the realistic body type would be is overweight, because 60% of women in the United States are overweight and a third are obese. So this leads to the thought of, if you're not curvy, you're not realistic, and you're not a woman, which is just an awful thought. Everyone has a realistic body type. Whether you are thin or curvy, you are a combination of either ectomorphy, mesomorphy, or endomorphy body types. Mesomorphic will have a large frame and have a heavy muscle development. Endomorphic typically have a soft round body that fluctuates a lot. So these are the curvy women. And then we have the ectomorphic, who have a long, lean build. I think that sounds a little familiar. So by saying that these models have an unrealistic body type could not be farther from the truth. You can't change your height and you can't change your frame. A common misconception about ads is that a certain type of model will perform better than another. With this being said, the size of the model does not affect the ads. As mentioned before, there are 3 body types: overweight, underweight, and average. Women who had a high BMI felt pretty bad either way, if they were looking at a plus size model or a thin model. The average person had a lot of esteem fluctuations. Low BMI, they were happy either way. By investigating how different ads work with different people, it's easy to see that you can't please everyone. Who's used in ads has been a huge topic of debate over the past few years. By eliminating thin models, this is not going to be the solution, but now it's up to everyone else to step up to the plate. When you're looking at an ad, please do not judge them on their weight, their height, a certain role, a weird body type, a large forehead, because in the end, their body type does not affect you in any way, shape, or form. And that's all I've got for you today, guys. Bye!